see. Adjusting. Adjusting. Yeah. Alright. Whew. This goes here. And that goes there. So, I didn't have the time to get a commander yesterday. I need to get that commander. But I did find something interesting to start a new day with. Okay. Just let me post this, and there we go. Perfect. Alright. Hey, you buster. Alright. Oh. What I should do real quick, while I remember, before we run out. Wow, 8 each. Maybe I shouldn't have thrown so much away. Alright, we're gonna make a few batteries. Oh wow, they take a really long time to make. For our new super toy. Okay, hold on a second. Boop. Alright. So we shot down a lot of stuff. I did do that one shog thing, and it turned out to be filled with ants. It was ants. So, yeah, well, whatever. Something to interrogate. And I think you guys got this. There was an interesting ship that the Men in Black... The Men in Black have some really interesting ships. This one, it was like it had 2 feet, and then the ship was in the middle, and then it had a couple elevators, and it was full of freight. I don't know, I thought it was cool. Okay. These insectoids have all the characteristics of sapient tool-using creatures. Well-developed brain structures, dexterous hands, I don't know about that one, and good senses. They have tough chitinous armor and are very strong. Their mouths produce acid and are constructed for warfare. They are somewhat resistant to many weapons used by Xcom, especially bullets, fires, and chemicals. Their main weakness is our main weapon, actually. Ant-Men live in hive-like communities deep underground. They're relatively primitive and simple-minded. Well, you were talking them up a moment ago, but are industrious and well adapted to their environment. Despite their hive-like structure, Ant-Men have individual personalities. Although they're strongly predisposed towards a collective society, their loyalty lies with their local queen. But they have strong trade relations with the Reptoids, who provide them with tech in exchange for various services and raw materials. I can now research the Queen, which of course I backed as well. Their Queen looked like a Cerebrit to me. Exploring Dimension X! The Council forces requested your assistance for mapping complex caverns under the surface. These are characterized by high biodiversity. The Council thinks our expertise may prove useful. We may skip this assignment with no penalty, but if we do participate, we'll be responsible for the Exotroopers' safety. So we have a variety of options for this. They're pretty good at space at this point. Hold on a sec. So I'm very curious to know where Dimension X is going. Alright, but what's important on a mission like this is that we have enough sanity. Sanity's important. I don't know how long these are gonna go. Also, I don't know if my 2 sectopods are gonna fit in an underground cavern. Let's hope it's a big underground cavern, eh? Alright. Hello there, Brewman. Alright. So. Man, I wish Leopard had survived. Anyway, we have a whole variety of weapons. We should be good against pretty much anything. Whatever the situation, we probably have something for it. I was thinking maybe I should give you something with more fire. I don't really have fire-based weapons right now. I'll have to get you some. I think that's the only level up type you're kind of still missing. Oh well. Alright. I'm very concerned these won't fit. But they can chew through a little bit of wall if need to. Okay, we're in a corner. If they have warp weapons, that could be bad for my sectopods. You're stuck. Why are you stuck? Oh yeah, this is bad for my Spartans to come to Dimension X. What? Whoa. Oh shit, look at you. Oh. Ooh. I forgot about these guys being here. Oh, look at this. These are new. Oh. Wow. Guys? Hold on, this mouse is going bad. I'm gonna swap it with a different mouse. Alright, a sec. Put that over there. Now I'll take this one. Yeah, I forgot to change. I was supposed to change that out earlier. Okay. Let's see. Yep, there we go. That's better. Okay. Well, guys. Horrors. A whole new enemy. Do you think we're gonna see Reavers? They're too big. There's no way. This engine can't handle it. Unless it can. Well, we've got plasma, we've got laser, we've got all manner. Yes, I have no information on its stats. I don't know, one of those guys, one of those bio-exo guys just has a flamethrower? I don't know what he's thinking. That's never gonna work. Anyway, this mission should be good for the hybrids, though. Should give us both Spelunker and Horizon Walker. Can you guys just wait a little bit while I get the heavy equipment in place? Oh, that's not working very well. Alright. Not quite yet. Alright. Next turn, we're in. I see that you've got your Big Daddy drill, but you might want to wait a little bit. We might want to wait just a second while we get ourselves... Our first great opponent was these walls, after all. Oh shit, that looks like I hit one of my guys. There's no way he's got the living building tile sets. Those don't exist yet, do they? What happened? My keyboard just quit. Okay, what the hell? I kinda need the keyboard to function, you know? One moment. This isn't very good. I spilled a little water this morning, and my electronics are unhappy with me. They were apparently not thirsty. Alright. Well, I don't need right now. Let me see. I don't need this external hard drive at this moment, do I? So maybe I can use this. Well, that's great. Oh, shit. What's going on here? This should be working just fine, right? I'm sorry, this is gonna take me a second. I have to have a functional keyboard. Believe it or not, I have a critical shortage of USB ports. Because, you know, I got a microphone, I got a webcam, I got all these other things plugged in. Let me see. Alright. It's the keyboard itself that's messed up. It's just given up. But the keyboard didn't get wet. Why did it just die? That's so weird. I will use a different keyboard. Simple as. You know what? Alright, you know what? I'm gonna cut this out entirely. Okay. Then lyrical difficulties. Please hold on. There we go. Alright. Right. Back to Dimension X. Begin with that thing. Boy, there sure is a lot of stuff here. Do we want to capture this thing alive? I don't know, it worries me. I figured that might be effective against the swarm. I figured chemical damage would be the way to go. Okay, good. The scariest thing is down. Next. We don't reach that far. Alright. Good. Ah, well. Those two are now fodder for the rest of what's down here. Which will buy my troops more time to get into position. Okay, keep moving forward, my men. Oh, it's not one of mine, that's why. Okay. next turn we should go nuts tearing into this place. We've got enough mind control, laser, plasma, and other damage types. Whatever the horror is, one way or another, I will be able to bring it down. Right, you're either shooting the mind-controlled minions or the sectopods. Ah, looks like spitters have a pretty good resistance to... Oh my gosh, you're shooting those guys a lot. Looks like their armor's good against spitters. Since their armor is specifically designed to fight this dimension. But it has its limits. How many of those guys did you bring? Well. Gone. Reduced to atoms. Next. Okay, it seems like these swarms are a credible threat. Alright, boys. The worm. Those things are tough. Alright, hold on a second. What's this? I can't select it, but... Oh... See, splash that. Good. Yeah, I'm afraid that the shotguns have kind of fallen off, but we can still make... You know, they still have their role. Eye on things. Okay. Now here comes the real move. Done. Yeah, your range is super stubby. Okay. How were they getting in this area? The bioexo guys. Okay, I see up there. Alright, see that there? That's a problem. Focus fire on that thing. Really? Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure these are more or less immune to their own shots. That's not going to work on those either. I guess focus on the swarms. Yeah, that's better. But I guarantee the enemy is going to be too busy shooting at all these things that we've mind controlled. Alright, there we go. To shoot at my troops. Leave the bioexo soldiers alone. Alright. No, don't do that. Alright, that was a decent turn. Alright. Oh. Oh well. Not that. We want to capture that one. Nice shot. Good, that could have gotten out of hand, really out of hand, if that had gotten a few of the bio guys. Alright, at long ranges, the gun was specifically told, I was specifically told it was bad for. Chemical weapons just aren't going to work on the spitters. 50. Oh well. We have other options. If we're done with the swarms for now. Vaporized with a kinetic shot. Alright, let's see. Swapping. Good. There are 4 known targets. Likely more as well, but those are the ones we can see. Alright. Okay. Alright. Well, that's going on. Let's make the attempt. I have it. I have the horror. It's been injured. This thing is awesome looking. Okay, it's a chemical attack. It's only got 65 health. We should be able to bag it next turn. Alright. Assuming nothing bad happens to our pet horror. Well, looks like you got a problem. The swarm's all over you and you're swinging all the wrong directions. Well, I just switched to a weapon type that's not good against the swarm. But it was good enough. Alright, let's see. Alright, so next we're going to yank your chain again. This thing looks so freaking cool. Okay, next. Been keeping these Bio-Exo guys back this whole time. Good job. Alright, I guess we've advanced a little further. Careful there, guy. I'm so used to seeing them with the, I'm so used to seeing characters I don't control using the UAC rocket launcher. It's kind of refreshing to see the classic one instead. Where is that? Where is that? Where's that happening? Oh my gosh, guys, come on. Where's the fighting happening? With the purple grapes floating around, I'm a little bit afraid. To wander. Alright, you found something. Okay. We lost one. Xenophyte shard. We're finding new shit. We're going to analyze it. I don't think I ever caught an abomination. Why would I go near one? Alright, just ship it all. Oh, that counts as an animal, not an alien? Despite coming from a ridiculous alien world? Alright, that's fine, just ship it over there. Warden. Alright. Well, new thing to research. I'll take it. Can I have one as a pet, please? It looks cool. I guess we were looking in the cave for the shards. A biologically derived material cultivated by Dimension X civilization for reasons that remain unclear. Perhaps it's merely a byproduct of their advanced biotech. These crystals are rare, occasionally discovered in remote regions where alien light flourishes without oversight. Highly sought after by the Council. for its unique scientific properties. Though they offer no direct technological applications, the Council has pledged to reward us for recovering them. Is this from those weird breathing eggs? Xenophyte for a favor. Oh, hey, another shock village. Xenophyte for a favor. What? What kind of favor? Deals? Oh? The council wants to do us a favor for this, do they? Interesting. Alright, let's ship the BFG batteries we just made. That's like 80 ectoplasm. Ow. That's what you mean. Yeah, it's a little bit late for me to need a sapper, you know. Well, maybe they can do better than that. It did say random production. Maybe there's something else we can get from them. Huh. Ultra secret. Well, wait a minute. Ultra secret files. Okay, that sounds like something. Alright, let's see what that does. I swear it's a cerebrate. The highly specialized type of ant-man was fed a special mixture of nutrients to turn into an immovable mass of glands and neurons. It works as the colony's reproduction center, but also as a knowledge bank and chemical regulator. Queens do not rule directly, but their influence on the colony as information nodes is tremendous. There's usually one queen per nest, but bigger colonies can have multiple queens. Queen might not be the right term for what they are, then. Hold on, we're gonna go take a look at this place. We've met the Scorpioids before. I don't need this. No, we can leave. We checked. Nothing new. Oh no, negative 50 points. How will I ever recover? Here you go. Yeah, it is. It looks just like a cerebrate from StarCraft. The vote will come up when I get home from work. So, later. Medium? It doesn't matter what it is, shoot it down. Into the sea. Nope, I don't need you either. Those Gauss cannons are insane. Nothing! There's nothing in the ultra secret files. Well, it was a cool mission. Really cool. Infested cyberweb fortress. Alright, hold on a second. This time I'm going to be smart and actually remove you and you from the mission roster. Yeah, all of these Spartans shouldn't go on these. It's bad for them. Let's increase your sanity. Or decrease your sanity by going on a mission to another dimension. But those who dabble in mind control love visiting other dimensions. Oh, now! A Mud Ranger. Cyberweb has bots. I have better... Ah, they're mixing in the local critters now. That makes sense. The only thing that we fear here is the warp. Nothing else here worries me. Just the warp weapons. A chain gun. Interesting. How'd you get a chain gun? Oh wait, no, actually I think that's a classic Cyberweb weapon, actually. Go scouting for me. Okay, this is their fortress. Oh, interesting. Oh well. We shouldn't be moving around onto turn 1. Okay. Sectopods. There's a single warp weapon in play. I'm sure they'll be fine. Although they do have lasers also. He has important stuffs to do. Well, how about that? Wait, what? I didn't realize a bunch of my guys were standing on the roof. Oh. How did I not realize I had a bunch of guys standing on the car's roof? I guess I should just be impressed they finally figured out that they could do that. There are no traffic laws in Dimension X after all. Well, let's get started. With that. Done. Really? That's okay. Lasers. Nice. Next. This ought to warm you up a little. Okay, next. I always seem to find myself using these things at long ranges, but my troops are skilled enough that it doesn't make a difference. Man, those things are tough. That's okay, this'll do the job. Alright. Out we go. Out, out, out. We go on the hunt. Oh, a sound gun? That actually works just fine. Yeah, a sound gun will do just fine against these guys. We haven't even gotten into the fortress yet, and already we've taken out so many. Alright, go stomping forward. Where are those bio-exo troops? I thought you guys said that you had dealt with Cyberweb just fine. Looks like we're gonna have to go around to this side. What's a humanoid skull doing here? Who left their skull lying around? Cyberweb is so untidy. Just because you don't need it anymore doesn't mean you should chuck it. Remaining things out there, you guys have this. Yeah, that's plenty. I can just kinda pick them off. Alright. We're ready to go into the fort. I don't even know why I asked you to shoot. You've got a pistol. That is never going to work at these distances. One bites the dust. Bump, bump, bump. And another one gone. Okay. I remember this fortress. Oh, that guy's a problem. Let's deal with him. ready. I think 3 mind controllers is more than enough. Oh, hey, look, they panic. They have enough of a brain left to realize their doom. How nice. How nice for them. Alright. That's a window. This is a power plant, then. Oh. But it's filled with mold. The cleaning crew hasn't been doing their jobs. How do you let it grow like that? Spray some vinegar on it. Vinegar and lemon juice. Honestly, I think this is really cool. I really like this. This is brilliant. Alright, and you can correct any terrible mistake that befalls my 2 super soldiers. Theoretically. Poor technomads. What did they ever do to deserve such an ending? Oh yeah, they killed a whole bunch of my troops. Screw them. I see. Okay. That works. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into melee with that thing. We'll just fill it with plasma. What the hell? There's a human in there. Whoa. Whoa. I'm gonna need backup. Brain-sucked prophet. A lot of hit points. There's another guy over there. Wow, I can see everything. Okay. Why did you panic? Oh, right, using mind control is hard. Okay. We're bringing that guy back. I guess sight doesn't work on robots, huh? Oh, hey, look, they got space invaders. Well, maybe they're not so bad after all. I love the sprite work on little things like this. Uh-oh. I don't know how a dampening field works. Presumably there's got to be something that will operate despite a dampening field. Given all the weird crap that the various enterprises have found throughout the universe. Oh, there's the last one. 5 black spheres. We're finding weird shit. Aren't the black spheres from hell? Wait, what is going on? Is this the wrong thing? Yeah, this is a mistake. These aren't supposed to be here. Yeah. I'm gonna send this guy into a prison cell. Nobody got Horizon Walker. That was weird. Oh no, I can't research him. I have to do an autopsy before I can... Shit, we're gonna have to get a second of them. We can't interrogate him until we autopsy one. Boo. Let's see, engineering ship? No. Oh, hey, look, they had an escort. Too bad. Their escort has failed its mission. Engineering ships are tough. You aren't fast enough. Just wait till I find your moon base. I don't know what's taking so long. But I'll find it. Oh yeah, also, this is apparently the first actual base that we found for the MIB. I guess we've dealt with an outpost before or something? Man, the zombies are going crazy lately. Alright, martial arts training. A new Helix Knight. North America, you say? Get out of here. How do you guys still have aircraft? That moon base must be one hell of a factory. You must be producing vehicles non-stop. Let me check in on this again. Combat pilot. Another Helix Knight, very good. And a Scion, always appreciated. Another one down. I don't know, I'll just throw a Reaper at you too. Aren't you guys tired of losing hardware yet? I mean, there's so much of this junk you have to go out and deal with at this point. Scrap metal all across the planet. And now you have to cover all that up too, don't you? Are we just letting local governments clean them up? Oh, alright, fine. Mummy Temple time. Let's make friends with the mummies. Let's see. Agents. You guys have been doing great over here. Alright, equipping craft. Dirk and Ellen are currently my strongest two. And Ellen has been a survivor. She made it a long, long way. Hold on a second. One of my guys is misarmored. One of you... I swear, one of you was misaligned. Maybe I'm wrong. Could have sworn I had a hybrid in a Juggernaut suit. And I prefer the Force suits. Oh well. Alright, boys. We've arrived. So we're here to recover an artifact. A handgun. Okay, those are mostly just distractions to buy time. Oh, right, yes. Discard that for the moment. Alright, no boom from you. We'll find a way to get those out here. Just tuck you into there. Alright, Reaver. You've also been a survivor, haven't you? Alright. With that, I'm pretty confident that we're safe. I'm pretty confident that we're safe now. For at least one turn. While we get our stuff together. Zombies have a nasty habit of being wherever it is you don't expect them to be. Okay. I want somebody over here. You can throw mind controls. There's a gap here. I just want to cover all the gaps so that they can't sneak up on me. We don't have allies. Last time we had our own zombie friends. Not this time. Oh, I forgot to... Oh, well, whatever. You got a sound gun. You'll be fine. Alright. By next turn, we should have fully deployed, except the sectopods. We'll get them through the wall next. Yeah, the sectopods will be out there next turn too. Perfect. Alright. Watch out, pay no attention to the zombie behind the curtain over there. The Vulcans have naturally occurring dampening fields. They haven't figured out how to make tech work. Well, tell them to try harder. Figure out what's sucking all the electricity out of your devices. And if you can't figure that out, make it use very little amount of electricity. Because if the dampening field doesn't turn people's brains off, then at least some electricity exists within it. Those regular zombies are still a threat. They hit way harder than they have any right to. Should have brought the BFG out. Alright, let's see. I've sparked by planting some bait. That's a good start. Might as well. Yep, zombies are still tough. Hmm. Alright. I think we've got a pretty good beachhead established now. And hmm. This fog is a potential problem. Wow, these guys are so tough. Good grief. Alright, there's one down. Alright, there we go. That'll keep them off our back a little longer. Fully deploy. Yeah, the Gauss guns they just do the job, man. Plasma grenade to the face! And the vampire's just fine. There was an episode of Deep Space Nine where somebody had created an anti-tech field just by burying something. It wasn't even that big a device. And it shut down everything. If it's that easy, I have to wonder why they don't just weaponize it. You could put a device like that in a... I don't know, you could just put it in basically a missile or a torpedo or something. Have it stop next to the enemy's spaceship and turn on. The fact that they don't weaponize dampening fields in all of their space combats tells me that they have some way to resist it. At least on the spaceship level. Otherwise, yeah, you just teleport one of those near any spaceship you wanted to shut off. And turn the whole thing off. Turning this fight with copious amounts of mind control. Pretty much every other weapon in our arsenal. You missed! Alright. Can you see this one now? Perfect. Chop, chop. Good work. Alright, we can't see through the fog. We're gonna need to advance. But not this turn. I know that Star Trek is way more advanced technologically than, say, 40K or Star Wars, but I wonder how advanced it is compared to something like the Jetsons. On the one hand, we don't see a lot of warships in the Jetsons, or spacecraft in general. On the other hand, Elroy is a child, and he can casually make time machines. But then again, time travel's pretty easy for Starfleet as well. They even have a department dedicated to investigating when time travel happens, if I remember right. Hmm. Yeah, you sent me that one video about the realistic Star Trek combat, and you had asked me, and I'd said it would have happened at longer distances. I think that's what I said. And then that was what the video said also. Like, yeah, they'd be fighting at further distances. But that wouldn't look as cool. See, I don't really know what would stop a phaser in space. Like, it seems to me like you could fire a phaser. If you had the accuracy, you could snipe a person, you know, on a planet on the other side of the universe. It would just take a while to travel there. Hmm. Looks like they're outside of my mind control reach right now. Ah, well. Ask a Q to calculate to do all the calculations for you. Ask them real nice. You never know with those guys. Personally, I kind of hate the Q, but they're in the universe, so you just gotta deal with it. SG-1's probably my favorite sci-fi. They have frickin' energy beings too. It's so annoying. I mean, on Earth, we already use artillery that takes multiple seconds to land. Usually it's explosive ordnance, though, that you radio in. Silly zombies. Do you know for how many millennia humans have been fighting? You're new to this. We're experts at fighting. Still out of reach of me mind control, eh? That's okay. Almost gotcha. Okay, you're on. You gotta be running out of health. Oh, maybe it's not the smoke. Maybe there's just nothing here to shoot now. I know it's a hole in the ground, but it gives the impression of a pyramid. Somehow. I mean, I do want to. It's just, man, it's become very difficult. It's okay. I only have to work at my current job for 9 more years. Then I could go anywhere. Do anything. Ball turrets? What are ball turrets? Is it gonna be some petty nonsense? You know, George Lucas told Mel Gibson he's not allowed to have any merchandising for Spaceballs. That's why Spaceballs made fun of merchandising so much. That was the one thing that was important to Lucas, apparently. Can't? You really can't? Oh, okay. That's fine. I'll just drill holes in him instead. Alright. We took out your leader. It might be time to start advancing. Well, the lightsabers are so frickin' common. They're all over anime, they're all over just everywhere. In Secret of Mana, you literally had a spell called Lightsaber. And they got away with it too. So, Clearly, there's not a lot of interest in protecting the lightsaber. Legally. Alright, fine. Keep moving forward, man. These Xcom plasma guns are pretty good. I honestly prefer infinity lasers, even though ammo is never an issue. I don't know. I like having infinite ammo. A lot. Alright. We've just about finished the mummy's task. Right. In fact, I'm just gonna pass a turn. After watching DS9. Well, my father seems to really dislike the later seasons of DS9. I don't know why. So. Alright, we got the thing we were after. And we don't really need these anymore. I'll just dump that. Alright. Well, take a look at this and see if you can figure out why the zombies want it. What easy. Yes, yes, it is indeed the Golden Ark. You did well. I will reward you handsomely. What? Didn't we study it? It's got to do something. I will take it back to my sisters now. Surely you'll be interested to hear about it. So we get a reward for each one of these we find in the future? Meet the Coven. Wait, they became witches now? Witch mummies? Okay, fine, whatever. Alright, swat this out of the air. Good. We are the Ancient Ones, as you've proven yourself. We've decided to consider you an ally, and we need your help. We would have tamed the newborns long ago, but there's a terrible force guiding them, one we do not fully understand. A powerful entity took over their thoughts and intents, turning them against us and making them hate us. This mysterious being goes by the name of Pharaoh. We must bring down this dark tyrant. His home is too well guarded for a frontal assault, so we plan to send a small squad of knights. Will you accompany them? Okay. Alright. Interesting. Good. Another one achieves knighthood. Alright, we've made up for our earlier losses in troops, I think. The new ones aren't exactly super soldiers yet, but they're getting there. They'll certainly do. Who cares? Not a single large vessel. No shots at a commander again. I'll just send Grim for that one. Into the sea. Straight to the bottom. That's a big ship. And now it's a pile of scrap. My gosh, it just keeps dumping those on me. Mummy this, mummy that. Yeah. Oh, I was going to attack that before the month ended. Oh well, we'll get it this month. Come on, just give me a commander. I wish I had a way to attract the UFO I need. That's what there needs to be. I'm going to mention that on their Discord. We need a way to call in late game, call in a battleship. Or an arbiter or whatever. Oh, I suppose I really should do something about that. Are those still happening? A madman is rampaging? Send the sectopod. And they thought minotaurs would be too much for the public. When they were literal aliens appearing and shooting people with energy weapons and sectopods and all kinds of crazy stuff in this world. Ah, this must be the guy. Not even a Darkling, just a guy with an AK? It's just a guy with an AK. Hello, sir. Boom. Yep, that's about the size of it. Or MIB, it's always, I think the MIB are the problem. Because they're taking in the lion's share of the UFO. Oh, I haven't seen this shape before, have I? Actually, I think I have. But I don't think I've actually boarded one. Whatever it was durable. But yeah, I think that they're the problem. Because they're taking up about 90% of the UFOs, with another 5% going to Teleth, which gives the all the other alien species less real estate to work with. I mean, it was cool, but do we think that we're going to get something useful from the Council's favors? There could be something important in it. I don't know. I mean, we kind of got shafted on the last batch, but it could be. You know what? I'm gonna pull up the wiki. I'm gonna pull up the wiki. There's a wiki. hold on a second. We're gonna look it up. What was it called? Xeno something? Xeno... Xenologist, Xenophyte shard for a... Okay, here we go. It's a full list. Alright, ready? Reinforced with siren crates. Yuck. MIB crates. A jar of gray goo. What the hell is that? A delicious cake. That's pretty good. An alenium shard, okay. A whole bunch of requisitions, but there's ultra secret and ultimate secret files. So there's an ultimate secret files. And the ultimate secret files contains... I have all these. So the ultimate secret files is useless. And the ultra secret files are... No, I got all that too. No, that's useless as well. So, the only thing in here... I mean, I wouldn't mind the delicious cakes, but... The only thing in here that I'd really... Let's see, the jar of gray goo is a... prime grenade? What is this? Time fuse electro flare? Oh, okay. It's another... Okay, it's another gotcha. It could give me an alenium shard. I've never seen a fire launcher. We only saw one thunder archer once. There's a spectral scythe, a cross blaster, and a neon bow, and a photon. So there's like 4 weapons I've never seen. So, I don't know. There could be some really cool stuff if we were hunting for those. I'm going to let it pass. It's interesting, but we're so late game. I'm just going to ignore these. I do need to do this one, though. Yeah, we need to bring back a body so we can study what's going on with this brain-sucked prophet. This is interesting. I need to know. I have to know. Oh, hi there. You survived? Sectoplod giving you a full plasma bath and you didn't die? Meanwhile, the Gauss gun. Boy, there sure are a lot of you out. What's in your way? Oh. Weren't they laser resistant? No, I think it was chemical weapons they were resistant to. The pulse rifle's great, but they're one of the few things it's not great against. Alright. Alright, good work. Alright, we're here to perform an assassination. Target, their prophet. Alright. 4 guys should easily storm this facility. Okay. I captured him, but I can't research him until I dissect one. So I have to go kill one and bring it back for an autopsy. I have no idea why I'm not allowed to interrogate one until I've seen the contents of his stomach, but whatever. That's just the way it is, I guess. Alright. Wow, that wasn't even close. Okay, here we go. Sniper, this'll do it. Alright, finally. What you see there? One of those. Alright. Meanwhile... Get him. Alright. And Picard. Oh, hi. We finally see a brain sucked. Yep, we checked inside his head. His brains were sucked out. How about that? They panic. Alright, now watch out. We haven't seen many of the technomads. And they've doubtless got warp weapons. Just stab right through the shell, it's fine. You know, somewhere on Earth there's going to be someone who considers those things a delicacy. Alright. Mostly done already. Oh, miss. Well, plasma always feels so much chunkier than the, Ah, shit, you injured my guy with warp. What are they doing in there? Crap. He's gonna have downtime again. Kukris. They've discovered kukris. Wow. Congrats on the technological upgrade. Alright. We did what we came for. Over there, eh? Hello? It does seem to be very special. Make sure we didn't leave anything outside. Oh ho! What might this be? Oh. You ended up here. Well, how about that? He's still gonna spend downtime. Three. There are at least 3 of them I haven't found. Searching their tanning beds one by one, and oh, we found something. I guess the brain sucked won't surrender. Two. Okay, none of these. I feel like there should have been someone here, but there wasn't. Someone check the roof. Aha! There. Suspicious. That has to be where the last ones are. There's another one somewhere. Oh, wait, what's that? I think you're the last one. Done. Yeah, those black spheres make no sense. Alright. This time we brought back the corpse. chemical spill, liquefying local life forms and prompting investigation of into the bizarre incident. The council managed to contain the situation, determined the source was a small lab run by Osiren, who stole chemicals from a magma warehouse. Magma, can you please keep a lid on all this stuff I gave you, huh? Honestly, the pulse rifle's the only thing left that was amazing. Other than that, the magma gear, I mean, there's a couple of decent weapons in it, but... Oh, he's down for 3 days. Right. Pharaoh's altar has been discovered! Okay, then. Ready? We haven't managed to get any deeper underground or find anything on the moon. But when it comes to the zombies, man, our guys are focused. This should be the finale of the zombies, right? Why would the Pharaoh have a tomb, though? Of all the things he could choose to live in. Guess they just really like the zombie aesthetic. Alright, we got a whole lot of crap here. That's a good start. Digging in. Okay. Oh, careful. Ooh, shit, that did a ton of damage. Squash. Okay, you can just move to here, since this is a safe location. Who do we want? Oh well, I'm sure that's fine. Not much of a beachhead, but give me a turn or two and I'll have so much crap in here. Darn, a failure. You always succeed. All right. Okay, that should do. I really don't get where these mega zombies are coming from. I thought that that was something that was artificially created by the Syndicate. And suddenly we just start finding them underground? Very odd. Alright, but starting next turn, we're going to be pushing the horde back. I don't know what we're going to face. We'll see the Pharaoh in a moment. Should I try to capture it alive? I'm going to try to capture it alive. Oh, I think I saw him for a second. That's got to be him over there. Alright. A little sprinkling of mind control seems to have kept most of them busy. And off of my troops. Oh yeah, we have knights accompanying us, so we have allies somewhere. I'm so not going to be able to keep track of who's who. I really wish we could have convinced our allies to put some, I don't know, green cloth on their head. I don't know. Anything to tell them apart. Whose team are those on? I really don't know who's who. I think that the Syndicate was allied with Black Sun, but I don't have any proof of that. They only messed with zombies the one time to attack magma. It felt more like they were experimenting. The Reptoids? We haven't really seen the Reptoids. Okay, which ones are my friends and which ones are my enemies? I'm just gonna start shooting now. You're too close, I'm just gonna push you away, okay? crossbow, eh? Just toss that over there. Should be good. Took 2 shots to mind control this, and it's just a zombie. She dies back. Okay, makes sense. Uh-oh, what's that? I guess I'm gonna leave Chewie guarding that lane. Right. And the rest of you just need to get yourselves up into the correct area. I'd say we're about 1 turn from getting our shit together. Of course, they're gonna throw smoke at me. Of course they are, but can't help that. Okay, everyone, pass the turn. Oh. That's okay, I got more water over here. Yeah, we've seen almost nothing of the reptoids at the Crocs. We haven't supported any bug people revolutions. I wonder if all the Vampire Knights are on my side in this fight. My gosh, there's a lot. Console too strong? Hey! There are ever so many of them. Yeah. That's true, the council did found them. Alright. We got a bit of a problem with all this smoke. Alright. Squat, squat, squat. Next up, we've got you. Put you there. Alright. Yeah, I saw you getting shot in the butt. Hey, go fix what you've done. Friendly fire ain't. Okay. This should be pretty effective now. I'll let you float there with your shotgun. Ah. And you can use... For now, use this. Okay. Here we go, we're in position. Things should go a lot smoother from here. Less shooting each other. We shot each other like twice during that. Once in the sectopod and once in the flying armor. Now, what are you gonna do, huh? Yeah, I imagine if the council flipped the switch on the Men in Black and all of their aircraft were used against the aliens, Earth's skies would become unassailable. Keep thinning them out, man. Man, I wish I'd pulled the BFG out. We need a vacuum cleaner to suck all this smoke up. Hey there, Burden. How's it going? How many enemies do you reckon are in this place? It's a proper zombie horde. That's the second zombie that's tried to sneak around behind us. Man, none of my troops can see through the smoke, but the sectopod can. At this point, my troops are basically blind. It's only the sectopods that can see anything on that side. Let's bring you to this side. I don't know that ever seems to do anything. Oh well. You know what? This is probably fine. Go on, take another turn. While my troops whittle you down. I think by now all the knights must have fallen, right? So there shouldn't be any allies on the field anymore, probably. Also, hey there, John. You're a face I don't recognize. Zombies are so durable. With nothing else on the field, they should all be moving towards me as a wave. I could toss a couple holograms out there to keep the zombies busy. That won't buy a ton of time. I'm gonna go through my inventories and see what I've got. I need something AoE. There's just so many of them. It never ends. I think there's at least 3 flying whatchamacallits in the mix. That smoke is the worst. We need to get out of the smoke, but I don't want to spend a turn where we're not shooting. Yeah, that's definitely the last vampire knight right there. Alright. You're an enemy. Alright, one down. That's not working very well. Keep shooting! Two left. Alright, that cost a ton of sanity, but that should turn things around a little. Alright, they'll come down here to bite these and get squish. And all cluster together. I do have some sonic shotguns and things. I'm not without options. I'm so glad I brought the sectopods for this. Alright, the last knight will fall this turn. I saw a glimpse of the Pharaoh early on, but he hid. I don't know where he went. And I don't really have a good plan for capturing him at the moment. Unless we can thin the ranks out a little first. Do we have enough firepower? Oh, I saw him again. Do we have enough firepower for all this? Up with the smoke! Oh. We gotta catch that guy. The knight has not fallen. He's continuing to just slaughter. To walk the path of carnage. I lost track of him again. Alright, that's good. So easy to fail to see them. There he is. He is a reptoid! Holy shit! I didn't know that they had psychic powers. Actually, this doesn't even prove that they do. This just proves that they somehow usurped the throne. Of course, you don't see anything. Sigh. A little concerned about this side of the board. I'm not going to advance into that just yet, much as I may want to. Maybe just a little bit. Into the fog. How about plasma? Didn't do a ton. Alright, we're gonna go for him next turn. Alright, we thinned them out a lot this turn. I think we've got this. I could not capture him. I could not capture who? The Reptoid? Are you saying it's impossible and I shouldn't try? I think the last knight fell. They're closing in on me on all sides. He's bleeding already. Oh. His disguise has fallen. Hmm. Catch him next turn. Alright, let's see. It's still surviving. Good. There's at least one more of those. This is basically the first action we've seen the Reptoids really take. They've been too busy running Facebook this whole time. I wonder if capturing this Reptoid will be the key to going deeper. Alright, at least one more flying mummy. Oh no. Alright, it's okay. Somebody get rid of that thing. Jesus, this is ridiculous. Okay, quickly. Get to the shotgun kid. And back in formation. I see you picked your stick back up. Reptoid Shadow. Anyway, back up in the air with you. Okay, pick him off. Not you, or you, or you, or you. Okay, maybe we don't have a lot left to work with to pick them off, but try anyway. That thing's gonna be empty soon. Alright then. I cut your numbers down even further. I've captured your leader. I've taken out all of your mummies. I don't even see any regular zombie types left, hardly. Let's push forward. Let's go deeper. And get out of this unending smoke cloud. Alright. See it. It's over here now. Good. Alright. Out of the first smoke cloud. Where'd she go? I lost someone. There she is. Yeah, you're fine. Just sit up there spitting plasma. Alright. Looking good. Doggone smoke. Well then. Love that it literally lights them on fire, even though it's not an incendiary round. Surprisingly little incendiary rounds in this game. No firefly buckshot. Though considering shotguns can do just about anything else. I suppose they didn't need the extra option. Oh, what's that? How'd I miss that? Sneaking right up on me. partner with the sectopod. Somebody just got back up. There's not many of them left. Forward. Eat that thing quick. Alright. Covering our advance with lots of mind-controlled minions. Some mind-controlled minions. Alright. Good. Another one down. Lasers don't work well on full plate mail for some reason. Plate does a fine job of stopping them. Alright. I think it's mostly just, oh, come on. Another Strix? Really? God. So many. Expecting them to go down when hit by a sectopod. But they're stubborn. You're out of ranged options, huh? Well, let's go on the hunt, shall we? Okay, plenty to do over there. Line of fire towards anything. Alright. That should keep the remainder busy enough. Stay down. Alright, time to descend upon the battlefield. Valkyrie of Death. Next turn, she'll finish the job. Whoops, looks like you took out Silva your own. With Pharaoh's downfall, the Ancient Ones were able to approach the newborns diplomatically. A truce was made. Ah. 1 second. Uh-oh. Well, that was a heavy snowfall warning. That's what that was. Okay. Great. I'm gonna have my work cut out for me today again. Ah, what'd I miss? Stuff happened. Tainted by terrible knowledge deep below, the reptoids still challenge all other sentient life forms on Earth. Never resting, always watching, incessantly scheming, they're never far enough to relax. Today we celebrate, but tomorrow we must double our efforts. What did I miss, guys? I'll have to look up the VOD. 3,000 points is a lot. It was a hell of a final battle they put up. So... Reptoid, huh? Let's look into that. The skull staff. Oh, hey, look, a couple onks. I don't know how to... I'll send the onk over here and we'll figure out what to do with it. They said they'd give me a huge reward. Alright, let's see. Alright. A lot of messages are being shadow banned and I can't see them? From you? Oh, I'm checking right now. No. Even if I'm not logged into an account, I see the same messages. You're not just being shadow banned on my end, you're being shadow banned generally. I did want to run the MIB base, but after everything, we might not have the time anymore. But let's at least get some researches done. The former Cyberweb member has undergone extensive modification to integrate with the alien infrastructure of Dimension X. Several organs have been removed, notably the liver and larynx. Others, such as the heart or limbs, remain intact but appear to serve no vital function. Numerous pipe-like vessels connect the body to external support and presumably control systems. The brain is infused with xenoorganisms to an unprecedented degree. With most biological functions replaced by alien tech, it cannot move, talk, or survive on its own. You know what? This is more interesting than anything that was happening in XCOM Apocalypse. XCOM Apocalypse had some very interesting things, but this is interesting. Wow. That should be an easy one. I want to see the brain sucked. I want to know what's up with that. I am on live chat. Right, okay, South America. Here you go. You're going to terrorize Antarctica? Whatever. Wow, this plane hasn't been used in forever. And that thing? You're gonna terrorize Antarctica with that? The penguins are terrified. Maybe they are terrorizing the penguins. Maybe they still haven't figured out which species is dominant on this planet. For a while they thought it was the cows, but after taking a whole bunch of cows up, they eventually figured out maybe not. Brave mortals, we're truly grateful to your assistance in bringing the fall of the dragon servant. We know you have other enemies, including the insidious Skymen. To show our gratitude, we hereby offer a secret to attain immortality. By becoming an Ascentor, it will surely be of use to you in the war. Well. Yeah, we better interrogate that reptoid. This person's been altered to a grotesque degree that it's unclear whether this form was intentional, a failed experiment, or something in between. The only available means of communication is via telepathy, but the entity puts up formidable defenses and will shut down its biological functions unless pharmacosically prevented from doing so. Well, we can do that, and we can psionic them. Let's have a chat. We didn't learn anything. How did we not learn anything? By permanently combining the zombie parasites, our agents can gain certain zombie-like powers, like enhanced physical fortitude, better night vision, and they can be revived from death. It comes at a price, though. They're rather sluggish and less psi-capable. Luckily, their identities and memories are mostly unaffected. Well... That leaves only the Olympian. I saved a few agents to test things out. I still wonder what the extra Ankh is for. Only 9? Maybe it just cuts your psi strength in half? Oh, sorry, your psi skill? Yeah, it does. It cuts your psi skill in half. Okay. The stat gains are not very good. I think the big thing about this is just the fact you can revive, which is pretty freaking awesome. I mean, I would turn all my red shirts into this if I was still running red shirts. If I had gotten this earlier in the game, this would have been amazing. I think it just shows up too late. When you've already gotten stuff like Spartanism and Infernalism, it's interesting. It is, but Guardians created using technology that's incredibly hard to destroy. Yeah. Because of the robust regenerative capabilities. Do they regenerate during battle? Now, if they regenerate hit points during battle, it also doesn't tell me how much night vision. We're going to turn somebody just to get a good look at it. These recover from even serious brain damage, since the neural system is more diffused than normal humans, and psionically assisted by the zombie parasite. If we recover a dead Protean from the battlefield and put them in a surgery room, they'll be up and running in 2 weeks! Some loss of their memories and combat capabilities is expected, though. Huh. So the revival's gonna cost them something. Interesting. Yeah, we'll have to make one just to see it. We'll need to get a parasite from... Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Just go take that out for me. I also have... they said recovering the Ankh, they'd give me something. But I can't seem to use it for anything. Let me try transferring it to the factory. Maybe it just requires a facility we don't have here. I'll just ship it. Oh, I can get zombie parasites. Those aren't hard. If I was really worried, I'd just do a pile of land surveys and one would show up. No, I can't use the Ankh for anything. I don't know why they... Oh well. They gave me it from the mission, and then I don't have a use for it. I could just melt it down for the gold, I guess. Again. Just gonna save. We're probably done for today anyway. We finished out all the zombie stuff. Oh, the Infinite Shadow told me nothing? How do you... It was... Okay, look. This thing was posing as a pharaoh, and we couldn't get anything out of him? Ugh. Now that's just disappointing. Alright, at least tell me what the skull stick does. Yeah, it is nothing but MIB. Nothing but MIB missions. Their aircraft became more advanced, but... Dax? From Deep Space Nine? Psi strength-based chemical damage. This looks like the Dagon staff, honestly. It's made from organic remains, processed. It has a subtle and disturbing effect of breaking down nearby particles and forming them into caustic goo. When used by a skilled psionic, it is a devastating effect called Cloud of Death. No sanity drain. It does use a lot of stats. Anyway, I got no use for this thing. Arbiter. That's tomorrow. I'll clear out that one mission. An Arbiter is the biggest looking UFO. I think we may have taken... did we take one down? I think we ran away from one. I don't think we've ever fought one of these. It's 4 layers, whereas the battleship is 3. So that is tomorrow. So I'll go ahead, clear out this thing. Maybe I'll do the League Apprehension, I don't know. So we've got the Arbiter and we've got an MIB base. And the MIB base probably holds whatever it is that's preventing me from hitting their moon base. Is probably hanging out in there. So between the two of those, we finished the zombies off. We take care of that. Once we knock out the moon bases, we should be able to go straight to Mars. I'm expecting that we're like right at the end. I expect that this week we're gonna finish it. And the last missions are probably gonna be ridiculous. Well, until next time. Yeah, I don't know. YouTube has shadow banned me on other channels at times. I've talked before about the one guy playing Elden Ring, and almost everything I wanted to say was being blocked from him seeing it. That was frustrating. Couldn't use words like blood or poison. The restrictions backed off later, but there was that little period of time where it's like, oh my gosh. I had to find the stupidest ways to say things. And it just happens sometimes. YouTube is... I don't know, man. YouTube is YouTube. Who the agent I would put the symbiote in? I don't know. I think Teal'c is a good name for somebody who's going to get a symbiote put in them. I already have Dax as a character, and I think if she's alive, I don't remember what she is. She might have been cyborged or something. But yeah, Teal'c is a good name. We need a YouTube 2.0. Yeah, we've been saying we need another YouTube for a long time. It still hasn't happened. One of these days. Oh, one of these days. Who knows? Honestly, man, I feel like Kick is right now the leading one, and there's not really a ton of gaming going on there. Well, not video games anyway, lots of gambling. There's one called Rumble, but that's like all politics all the time. I feel like Twitter, of all things, is the most capable of taking YouTube's crown. Of all the services available, they're the ones who would be most capable of doing it. But, it's not really working out for them. Honestly, Discord is really messing things up. It's a shame, because Discord had a path to make a ton of money if they just wanted to be greedy. That nobody would have had a problem with. Discord could have become a Steam competitor. They were like dancing on the edge of trying to do that, but they seemed to want to be a subscription service, which was the wrong direction to go. But they were getting games, even exclusive games. But if they had just been, we'll just sell games on Discord, it's already got the gamers on it. It's already got the chat features. Like, Discord was positioned where they were the one thing that could have competed with Steam, and they just blew it. They completely blew it. Yeah, my little experience with Kick, all I got were bots. I think one human in the cup. I tried it for, I think I tried it for 2 weeks. I streamed a bunch of RimWorld and Genshin to it, if I remember right. And yeah, I think I got one human during that time. Yeah, I don't know. As I said, I couldn't believe how bad YouTube was during that week or so when I didn't have the, when I saw all the ads everywhere. I was flabbergasted by how many. I thought it was annoying enough with the shorts and the movies. I don't think I've ever watched a movie on YouTube. I'm pretty sure I've never paid for one. And yet, it is constantly pushing movies at me. Like, no, I don't want to watch Brewster's Millions on my phone. It's a great movie, but I'm not gonna, no. It's so obnoxious. They're pushing it hard. But yeah, no, when I actually saw all the ads, and it was just ads everywhere, I couldn't believe it. So I can't understand how anyone runs YouTube without either premium or an ad blocker. And I think ad blocker is the common choice. I think most people just pick that. But running it raw, whew, it's rough. Anyway, I know they have to make their money somehow, but damn. They only get away with it because there's no competition. Anyway, till next time and every time, this is Hadriex, signing off. Bye.